Welcome to Old Coins World PK. Imagine holding a simple coin, just 1 cent from 1993. To most people it looks ordinary, just pocket change. But what if I told you this little penny could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Yes, the 1993 Lincoln cent may appear common, yet hidden among them are rare varieties, stunning mint errors, and flawless collector pieces that can turn this humble coin into a true treasure. This is not just a coin. It is a piece of American history, and it might just be your ticket to a surprising fortune. The 1993 1-cent coin of the United States of America, more commonly known as the Lincoln penny, is a small piece of copper-plated history that carries immense cultural and numismatic importance. At first glance, it might look like an ordinary coin, often forgotten at the bottom of a pocket or lying in a jar of change. But in reality, this coin has an intriguing story, significant details, and hidden value that fascinates collectors and historians alike. The obverse, or front side, of the 1993 penny proudly features the image of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design was first introduced in 1909 to mark the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and even in 1993, it remained one of the most respected and beloved coin designs in circulation. Around Lincoln's portrait are the inscriptions, "In God We Trust" along the top rim, "Liberty" on the left side, and the date 1993 to the right. If a mint mark is present, such as D for the Denver Mint or S for the San Francisco Mint, it appears just below the date. Many 1993 pennies, however, carry no mint mark, which indicates they were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. On the reverse side of the 1993 Lincoln penny, you will find the detailed image of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. This design was first used in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The reverse was crafted by engraver Frank Gasparo and features the Grand Lincoln Memorial with such detail that, under magnification, one can actually see a tiny representation of the seated Lincoln statue inside. This small yet remarkable detail makes the coin a miniature piece of artistry. The inscriptions on the reverse include United States of America across the top, E pluribus unum above the memorial, and the denomination 1 cent at the bottom. This combination of inscriptions and design elements make the coin not just a medium of exchange, but a reflection of American heritage and values. From a physical perspective, the 1993 penny is composed of a core of 97.5% zinc and coated with 2.5% copper, a composition that has been used since 1982. Prior to that, pennies were made mostly of copper, but rising copper costs forced the U.S. Mint to switch to the copper-plated zinc format. The coin weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters, with a plain, smooth edge. These specifications may sound technical, but they carry great importance for collectors who pay attention to the smallest details in authenticity, weight, and consistency. Any deviation in weight or appearance can sometimes indicate a rare mint error, and error coins are often worth far more than their face value. Speaking of mint errors, the 1993 penny is known among numismatists for having some interesting error varieties. Collectors sometimes come across off-center strikes, double dies, or coins with plating errors where the copper coating is improperly applied, exposing parts of the zinc core. Such errors can significantly increase the value of the coin, sometimes turning a single cent into a collectible worth many dollars or even hundreds, depending on rarity and condition. This is why people carefully inspect their 1993 pennies, hoping to discover a hidden treasure in what appears to be just another coin. Error coins are like lucky finds, and their market value often surprises collectors who stumble upon them unknowingly. In terms of mintage, the 1993 penny was produced in massive numbers. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 5.7 billion pennies without mint marks. The Denver Mint struck nearly 6.5 billion with the D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins for collectors, which are distinguished by their sharp detail and mirror-like finish. With such a huge mintage, the 1993 penny may seem common, but the truth is that condition and rarity play a huge role in determining value. Circulated pennies from 1993 typically carry only face value, but uncirculated or proof examples, especially those graded by professional services as MS 65, MS 67, or higher, can sell for significantly more. A 1993 penny in perfect condition can attract prices of several dollars, and rare varieties with unique errors can command far higher sums in the numismatic market. Historically, the 1993 penny also reflects the economic and cultural environment of early 1990s America. At that time, the United States was emerging from the recession of the early 90s and entering a period of economic growth and technological advancement. The penny, though small and often overlooked, was still an important coin in everyday transactions. Even today, people debate whether the penny should continue to be produced due to its low purchasing power, but many argue that its symbolic value, especially with Lincoln's image and the nation's history tied to it, makes it an enduring icon of American coinage. For collectors, the allure of the 1993 penny lies in its combination of mass production, historical continuity, and potential for rare finds. It is not the rarest coin in circulation, but it is a coin that connects millions of people to their past, reminding them of Lincoln's leadership and America's resilience. Every penny tells a story, and the 1993 edition is no exception. It may rest quietly in your pocket or change jar, but under the right circumstances, it can be worth far more than its tiny denomination. Whether examined for its design, its errors, its condition, or its symbolism, the 1993 penny is an essential part of U.S. coinage history and a collectible that continues to capture attention around the world. The 1993 Lincoln penny, though just 1 cent in value, represents over a century of American tradition in coinage. To truly appreciate this small copper-plated coin, one must dive deeper into the design, history, minting process, condition factors, error possibilities, and collector interest. While billions of these coins were produced, not all pennies are equal in value or importance. Some pieces, because of their flawless preservation, their proof striking, or their minting errors, have become collectors' treasures worth far more than face value. The design of the 1993 penny continues the legacy of Victor David Brenner's original 1909 portrait of Abraham Lincoln. This image is widely regarded as one of the most iconic and enduring portraits in American coinage. The strength in Lincoln's gaze, the simple profile, and the clean placement of inscriptions make it both artistic and symbolic. "In God We Trust" crowns the obverse, linking the coin to American faith and tradition. Liberty stands boldly on the left, while the date, 1993, marks the specific issue year. The tiny mint mark under the date, either blank for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco proof coins, provides an essential clue to its origin. For collectors, even this small detail can mean a major difference in rarity and value. On the reverse, Frank Gasparo's Lincoln Memorial design represents America's respect for its 16th president. The Lincoln Memorial itself is not only a national landmark, but also a symbol of freedom, equality, and unity after the Civil War. One of the most fascinating features of this design is the hidden miniature statue of Lincoln visible inside the memorial when magnified, proving the engraver's extraordinary attention to detail. Surrounding the memorial, the inscriptions "United States of America," "E Pluribus Unum," and 1 cent affirm both the nation and the coin's role in commerce. This design, used from 1959 until 2008, became familiar to generations of Americans, and the 1993 issue is one of the later examples before the 2009 bicentennial redesign. The minting statistics for 1993 are staggering. More than 5.7 billion coins without a mint mark from Philadelphia, around 6.5 billion from Denver with the D mint mark, and just over 3 million proof coins from San Francisco with the S mint mark. While these numbers suggest abundance, collectors know that not all coins survive in pristine condition. Most circulated coins show heavy wear, scratches, or discoloration, making them worth only a cent. However, those preserved in uncirculated rolls, mint sets, or proof sets often appear with full luster, mirror-like surfaces, or sharp strike details, giving them collector value far above their nominal worth. Errors are another exciting aspect of the 1993 penny. Some pennies struck off-center, with doubled die designs, or with plating mistakes have been discovered. A misaligned die, a clipped planchet, or improperly bonded copper plating can all create unique varieties that attract numismatists. For example, a 1993 penny with dramatic off-center strike or clear doubling in the lettering can sell for $50, $100, or even more depending on demand. Error coins tell a fascinating story of the minting process, human oversight, and machine imperfection, turning a common coin into a rare collectible. Condition. measured on the Sheldon grading scale from 1 to 70, is crucial in determining the value of a 1993 penny. Circulated examples usually grade between VF, very fine, and XF, extremely fine, where Lincoln's hair details and the memorial lines are still visible but worn. Uncirculated coins, however, can grade MS 60 to MS 67 or higher. At MS 65, the coin begins to command a premium, and at MS 67, it can be worth $20 to $50 or more. Proof coins, graded PR 69 or PR 70, especially those with deep cameo contrast, may sell for even higher amounts. Thus, a penny that once bought nothing more than a stick of gum can today be worth far more in the numismatic market when preserved in perfection. Another layer of meaning lies in the 1993 penny's connection to American daily life in the early 1990s. In 1993, a penny still had small purchasing power, being used in vending machines, payphones, and everyday shopping. Though inflation has since reduced its economic significance, the penny remains a symbol of thrift, luck, and memory for many Americans. It is not uncommon for people to save pennies in jars, pass them down through generations, or keep them as good luck charms when found heads up on the ground. The 1993 penny, though mass-produced, carries the cultural weight of these traditions. For collectors building date sets of Lincoln cents, the 1993 issue is a required piece, whether in circulated form, mint state, or proof. It bridges the long history from 1909 to the modern age, connecting Brenner's design legacy with Gasparo's memorial artwork. Many hobbyists focus on acquiring the highest possible grade example, while others enjoy the thrill of searching through pocket change in hopes of finding a valuable error. Either way, the 1993 penny continues to engage collectors worldwide. In summary, the 1993 1-cent coin is far more than just a tiny disc of copper-plated zinc. It is an emblem of American history, a continuation of over 80 years of Lincoln's presence on the cent, a showcase of artistry and minting technology, and in some cases, a small fortune in disguise. Though billions exist, the few preserved in perfect condition or bearing unique errors shine brightly in the numismatic world. This is the magic of coin collecting, finding greatness in the smallest, most overlooked objects of daily life. The 1993 penny proves that even the humblest coin can carry stories of a nation's heritage, the beauty of its art, and the thrill of discovery. Next. Friends, I bring before you a coin so small, so ordinary, that most people would never look at it twice. A coin worth just 1 cent, the 2007 Lincoln penny. But do not be fooled by its size or its face value. Behind this tiny piece of copper lies history, mystery, and even the power to turn into a collector's treasure worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. This is not just a penny. This is a symbol of America's legacy, a witness to the final years of the famous Lincoln Memorial design, and perhaps the hidden fortune sitting quietly in your pocket change right now. The 2007 1-cent coin of the United States of America, popularly known as the Lincoln cent or simply the penny, is a small yet historically significant piece of American coinage. At first glance, it appears ordinary, a simple copper-plated coin used in daily transactions, but its story is much richer and deeper than one might imagine. The 2007 penny belongs to the long-running Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of the birth of President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This was the very first time in U.S. coinage history that a real person, rather than a symbolic figure like Liberty, appeared on a circulating coin. By 2007, the Lincoln cent had already enjoyed nearly a century of production, and it remained one of the most recognized and widely used coins in American life. The obverse side of the 2007 penny features the famous right-facing bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. His initials, VB, can be seen in small letters beneath Lincoln's shoulder on some issues, depending on the strike. Around the bust are inscriptions that symbolize the American identity. The word liberty on the left, the motto, "In God We Trust," across the top, and the date 2007 on the right side, just above the shoulder. If the coin was minted in Denver, a small D mint mark would appear under the date. If minted in Philadelphia, it would bear no mint mark. And if minted in San Francisco, it would display an S, usually for proof coinage. These small details often determine the rarity, value, and appeal of a coin for collectors. On the reverse side, the 2007 penny still carried the classic Lincoln Memorial design, which had been in use since 1959. This design was introduced to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth and was created by Frank Gasparo. It shows the Grand Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., with the words United States of America inscribed across the top and the denomination 1 cent at the bottom. Between them lies the national motto, E pluribus unum, which means out of many one. A fascinating detail about this reverse design is that with close inspection, one can actually see the tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, making it one of the most remarkable miniature engravings in U.S. coinage history. Composition-wise, the 2007 Lincoln cent is not made of pure copper as earlier cents were. Since 1982, the United States mint shifted to a primarily zinc-based planchet with a thin copper plating. Therefore, the 2007 penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, giving it the same outward coppery appearance, but at a far lower cost of production. The coin weighs 2.5 grams, measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter, and has a plain, smooth edge. These specifications were standardized for modern cents and remain in use today. The change from copper to zinc was significant in U.S. coinage history, as it reflected both rising copper prices and the government's efforts to economize while still producing millions of coins for circulation. In terms of mintage, the year 2007 saw the production of billions of pennies across different U.S. mint facilities. The Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, and the Denver Mint, D, struck the vast majority of circulation coins, while the San Francisco Mint struck proof versions intended for collectors. Because of such massive production numbers, the regular circulation strikes are not rare. However, their condition and grade play a big role in determining their value. For example, a heavily circulated 2007 penny may only be worth its face value of 1 cent, but a coin in uncirculated condition, particularly those graded at MS-67 or higher by professional grading services, can command significantly higher prices. Proof pennies from San Francisco, with their mirror-like fields and frosted designs, are also popular among collectors, especially when preserved in pristine condition. Another important aspect that adds intrigue to 2007 pennies is the possibility of mint errors. Like all coins, mistakes sometimes occurred during the minting process, and these error coins often became highly desirable to collectors. Examples could include doubled dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, and coins struck on the wrong planchet. Such errors are relatively rare compared to the billions of normal strikes, which is why they can fetch impressive prices on the collector's market. For instance, a 2007 doubled die penny with noticeable doubling in the lettering could be valued far above its face value, sometimes selling for dozens or even hundreds of dollars depending on the error's visibility and rarity. The 2007 penny also carries historical significance because it represents one of the final years of the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, which had been used from 1959 through 2008. Starting in 2009, to celebrate the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth and the centennial of the Lincoln cent, the U.S. Mint introduced 4 new reverse designs depicting different stages of Lincoln's life. Therefore, the 2007 penny belongs to the very last chapter of the Memorial Cent series, making it a symbolic coin for collectors who appreciate transitional moments in numismatic history. From a cultural perspective, the penny holds a special place in American life. By 2007, debates were already ongoing about whether the United States should discontinue the 1-cent coin because of its low purchasing power and the fact that it cost more to produce than its actual face value. Yet, despite these discussions, the Lincoln cent remained beloved by the public, in part because of its connection to Abraham Lincoln and the long tradition of the coin itself. This gives even a common 2007 penny a sense of continuity and connection with over a century of American coinage heritage. Collectors often see the 2007 penny not just as a piece of currency, but also as a historical artifact. In average circulated condition, its monetary value may remain at 1 cent, but in brilliant uncirculated condition, or as part of a complete set of memorial cents, it becomes far more meaningful. The highest graded examples can sell for $20, $50, or even more at auctions, especially if they display full detail, strong luster, and no contact marks. Error varieties, as mentioned earlier, can sell for much higher depending on their uniqueness. In conclusion, the 2007 1-cent United States of America coin is more than just a small copper-colored piece of change. It is a link to the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, a witness to over a century of U.S. coinage tradition, a symbol of the memorial design's final years, and a coin that carries both sentimental and collector's value. While billions were produced and most remain common, the beauty of coin collecting lies in condition, rarity, and detail, and for that reason, even the humble 2007 penny can hold a surprising and fascinating place in a collection. Kuch rare errors or varieties or unkey value. 2007 D flip over double struck in collar penny. Ike bohut high rare error high. Ek coin JSP ek double strike hua high, do bar strike hua, or flip over pattern, plus collar ku andar be strike hua ho. PCGS MS, 62 red grade walla coin $2,100 tack list hua high. 2007 proof penny, San Francisco Mint, 2007 S proof. Proof coins will ode Hain Joe collectors Kalia specially strike ode Hain, polished/mirrored finish Kusath. 2007 S proof penny, Agar circulated condition main high to USCI value approximate 1 cent ho sakti high, Lekin Agar mint state, like MS grade, main certified ho, to auction main $16 tack ja sakti high. Uncirculated coin, high grade. 2007 Kulinkin cent ka ek MS 67 RD. Mint state 67, red, coin piece GS auction main record $230 tack Gaia the. Bohut rare categories Hain jab color strong ho or detail bohut sharp ho. Regular D mint mark / Denver strike coins. Mass production Hone Ki Waja SE, 2007. D coins Joe normal circulation coins Hain. Unkey typical value ho sakti high face value. 1 cent. High jab condition average ho. Errors like close AM, / mark on face. Kuch coins P close AM, variety deki gai high, liberty / AM letters ka spacing changed. Yafur face par unwanted mark. eBay listings P ace coins $15 Yathoda Zayada ja sokt hain. Condition par depend carta high. Kuch mintages and general value. Mintage numbers. 2007 D Denver. Roughly 3,638,800,000 coins Bain. 2007 P Philadelphia. B billions main Bain. 2007 S proof coins. 577, 166 Bain proof set Kulia. General value summary. Circulated common ones. Face value, Yathodi SI premium agar condition achi ho. Uncirculated high grade. $1 to $20-ish range agar coin MS63, MS65 ho. Proof coins, beginning from $0.40 to $5 for lower proof finish, Lekin agar certified or strong cameo / deep cameo finish. Zayada ho sakta high. Rare error / variety coins. Hundreds of thousands dollar tack bija sokt hain, depending on error key type, rarity, grading. Jamana ku 2007 flip over double struck ek example, high $2,100 walla.